Good morning, students of class 12. If you remember what I was discussing in the last class, you will understand that I was actually discussing the methods of preparation of alcohol. Actually, the chapter that we were doing is alcohol, phenol and ether. So right now, the method that I have discussed is hydrolysis of ester. So first and foremost, I have given a general form of the equation. I have shown an ester R C double bond O single bond O R dash plus HONA, which is actually NaOH, sodium hydroxide, commonly known as caustic soda. So what we are actually doing is we are treating an ester with aqueous solution of caustic soda to form sodium salt of the corresponding acid and alcohol, represented by R dash OH. Well, I have given an example over here. Ethyl acetate, you must be remembering the formula CH3 COOC2H5 plus aqueous solution of NaOH. Obviously, we will get sodium acetate, the formula of which is CH3COONA plus C2H5OH. So this is how we prepare alcohol by hydrolysis of ester. Next, we will be discussing the method of preparation of alcohol from alkenes. Children, over here I have taken two types of alcohol. Over here I have taken two types of alkene. If you see carefully the first alkene that I have taken, you will understand that I have actually chosen a symmetrical alkene, which is ethylene, CH2 double bond CH2. It is a symmetrical alkene. Now when this ethylene is treated with concentrated H2SO4, you will get ethyl hydrogen sulfate. Ethyl means CH3CH2, which is ethyl. Next, HSO4, so hydrogen sulfate. So we get ethyl hydrogen sulfate, which on being boiled with H2O will form ethanol and H2SO4. You can see it is regenerated. Next, we will take an unsymmetrical alkene, which is of course propene, CH3CH double bond CH2. Again, it is added to concentrated H2SO4. What will happen over here? Markovnikov's rule. Yes, the product that will be formed will be according to Markovnikov's rule. According to Markovnikov's rule, what happens? When a polar reagent is added to an unsymmetrical alkene, the negative part of the addendum is added to that carbon atom of the double bond which contains lesser number of hydrogen atoms. So the product that is formed is actually Markovnikov's product, which on being boiled with H2O forms 2-propanol, which is actually a secondary alcohol. Okay students, now we are going to discuss hydroboration, oxidation, reduction. Let me tell you students, before I explain this is a very important method of preparation of alcohol, and I would like to give a reminder that is in your exam this question has come many times: hydroboration, oxidation, reduction. So let's begin. What happens over here? Actually, alkenes react with diborane. Yes, the formula of diborane is B2H6 to form trialkyl boranes, which upon consequent treatment with alkaline hydrogen peroxide will give alcohols. Now this reaction involves the addition of water to a double bond opposite to that of Markovnikov's rule. Yes, that is, I'm talking about anti-Markovnikov's rule. This involves two reactions: addition of borane, which is of course BH3, to double bond called hydroboration, oxidation and hydrolysis to give an alcohol. Please copy down this in your exercise copy. Next, what is happening? I'm talking about the second reaction. Diborane, if you know the structure carefully, then you will notice that diborane is actually an electron deficient molecule. Therefore, it acts as an electrophile reacting with alkene to form alkyl boranes. Well, students, the method that we will be discussing right now is oxymercuration demercuration reaction. Now children, I will tell you in detail what actually happens in oxymercuration demercuration reaction. Well, let me tell you one thing. Alkenes react with mercuric acetate, the formula of which is CH3COO whole twice Hg in the presence of water to form hydroxymercurial adducts, which upon reduction with sodium borohydride in alkaline medium give alcohols. Alkenes react with mercuric acetate in a mixture of THF. Well, THF is actually known as tetrahydrofuran. So in a mixture of tetrahydrofuran and H2O, means water, to give hydroxyalkyl mercury compound involving addition of OH group and HgOAC to the double bond. This is called oxymercuration. And in the second step, what happens? Sodium borohydride reduces HgOAC and replaces it with hydrogen. This is called demercuration. Now, please take note of this. The net reaction involves addition of H and OH in accordance with Markovnikov's rule. The reaction is very fast and produces the alcohol in high yield. The alcohol obtained corresponds to Markovnikov's addition of water to alkene. Please write down these reactions. Well, students, I was discussing oxymercuration demercuration reaction. I have given just another equation to illustrate what I was teaching a few moments ago. Please copy down this reaction and the explanation what I have given. Please listen to it carefully. Now students, I have discussed yet another method of preparation of alcohol, and this time the method of preparation is from aliphatic primary amine. Yes, aliphatic primary amine. Example, I have taken ethyl amine, the formula of which is CH3CH2NH2 plus nitrous acid HNO2. Now children, as I have told you earlier that we do not have nitrous acid in our lab. In fact, you will not find nitrous acid in any laboratory, because as I told you earlier, nitrous acid is very unstable. It gets oxidized to nitric acid. So what we generally do over here, we take a mixture of sodium nitrite and dilute HCl. So sodium nitrite with dilute HCl, in fact sodium nitrite when added to dilute HCl will produce nitrous acid, and we are using this nitrous acid to prepare the desired product, that is the primary alcohol, plus we are getting nitrogen and H2O. Thank you, students.